Hello, everybody, and welcome into Zelda Speedruns 2. Today we have the Skyward Sword Randomizer weekly race. On tracking today, we have Featherblade and Vibrant Viola, and commentating along with me is Cube David. How are you, David?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking. I'm excited for the race for the weekly. Should be a good one.
Yeah, I think so. It's a smaller one than we've had because I think we are in the middle of qualifiers for the season 3 tournament right now.
Maybe it doesn't line up with the time zones of other runners because this weekly used to be 5 hours later than it is today.
Yeah, we did move it around because I think it was to try and be a little better for more runners, but the thing is, so there are about 2 weeks left to do the qualifiers for season 3, so we are kind of dealing with that. So I think some people who might have joined this could be doing qualifiers. But yeah, we'll talk about the settings as we go, but big thing. So the tournament starts in about 3 weeks. The main tournament. We're in the middle of qualifiers now. They're all asyncs. But we are still trying to do the weeklies when we can. Any guesses on our dungeons today? Will we get Sandship and Skyview?
We usually do, so I'll say we will get Skyview, but hopefully we don't get Sandship. I've had enough of that dungeon for now, at least. I've seen it too often the past few races. So I'll say Skyview, ET, and Fire Sanctuary.
Yes.
Ooh, Magma Turf start. And Battles as a starting item.
Yeah. Interesting. Magma Turf is a weird start.
Skyview, LMF, AC. Okay, we didn't get Sandship. Let's go.
We did get one of the two in our hash. And our hints are Beetle's Shop.
Oh.
Ooh.
So money is basically worthless, Gorge, and Thunderhead.
Yeah, I mean, the only way money could be required at this point is for, you need 100 rupees for the Fledge's crystals.
For the stamina potions, yeah.
Yeah. We got some gratitude crystals right off the bat.
Yep.
Yeah, Beetle's Shop is, in these settings, I would say one of the worst Baron regions, only because there are, I forget the exact number of
3 extra wallets and I think 4 progressive wallets.
Yeah, so there are 7 items. Yeah, there are 7 items that will ping that might just be useless. We're kind of seeing some divergence here already. Firework deciding not to fight the Bokoblins with the practice sword. Because you do not have the ability to Skyward Strike, and you do half damage. Sledgen does know the strategy, which is basically if you alternate left versus right, you can kind of get this to work.
Yeah.
This is one of those checks that is in logic, but not fun with practice sword.
Yep. Sledge didn't exactly get rewarded for that.
No.
Just $100.
Featherblade, is practicing on your own allowed? Yes. Practicing on your own is very much allowed. This is kind of an interesting place to start in Elden, because typically Elden, you have a lot of locations accessible, but without Bomb Bag or Mint,
or Hook Beetle,
or like Claw Shots, you can't really do much here.
Yeah, exactly. We will be going to the sky extremely soon.
Yeah, this is a start though where I would come back and check your starting statue as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
I have a 1 in 3 chance that it will unlock something for you.
You mean a 3 in 4 chance?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Basically, there's only one starting statue in Eldin that will not unlock anything, and it's the one they're going to. I would at least consider going back down here, just because if it unlocks checks, it's pretty quick. I also like getting hints, but I understand why you wouldn't necessarily want to.
Ooh, I think we're going to see our first bit instance.
Yeah, we're going to see some
Very
dig spot
soon.
RBM.
Been quite a while since I've seen that.
What was a progressive bow? Was
I
that?
did not pay attention, unfortunately.
I missed that on Sledge's stream. He read that hint too quickly.
Interesting. Usually, he doesn't read his hints that fast.
Yeah.
Or that quickly.
So, we can talk about reverse bit magic. So what Firework is doing is a trick called Back in Time. Thank you, Space. Okay, so Beatrice has a progressive bow.
Oh, okay.
Highly unlikely then that anyone's going to do Beatrice.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a slow check. There's nothing that a bow is hard required for. And if it's possibly required, it doesn't lock every other bow. Slingshot, beetle, like... Possibly required does not always mean unrequired, but for things like slingshots, bows, and beetles, it does.
Yeah.
Also,
Firework can now check Renner's crystal check, I think.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't crash his game. And I don't think that worked. Yeah, so essentially what Firework did was set kind of a flag in memory. Oh, I don't think he got it.
Nope. Otherwise he would have gotten the item.
Yeah, he was trying to essentially set a flag in memory that would correlate to one of the dig spots and would give you the item automatically.
Oh, there
okay.
we go.
What was in?
Wisdom, with
I did not.
No items inside of it. Oh, you need to commit if you're doing from east. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's something I did not know.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of bit, and I don't do this trick. I didn't see the hint that Sledge got on the volcanic island. Did you?
I was completely not paying attention. God, that is a great start.
I was paying attention to Firework because he's doing
yes.
Something different. But we'll see the hint on the other side.
Yeah.
Sledge is setting up for Beatrice.
Skyward to Coloctos.
That is an interesting hint. It's hard to know what it means.
Yeah.
But no, it's not hard to know what it means. There's one of three things it could mean. It's Claw Shot, Whip, or Water Dragon Scale.
Yeah.
Thank you, Space.
Absolute blessing.
But Water Dragon Scale can be required to beat Skyview 2, depending on where keys are. So, like, that, it's less likely that that's our path to Coloctos. But it can't be something like an Emerald Tablet.
Yeah, exactly. Since you would need the Emerald Tablet to get into Skyview in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the reason Sledge is setting up Beatrice is in case he does not get a projectile soon. It's setting it up is not horrible. And also, when you have only Practice Sword, bow is also a really useful weapon to have.
Exactly, since the Practice Sword basically barely does any damage.
Yeah.
And it takes
a
very long time to kill.
Bow will one-shot pretty much every enemy with a charge shot.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a whole lot yet on Skyloft so far. Baby Rattle, so we're able to full clear Skyview Village. Or Skyloft Village.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything really in Upper Academy or Upper Skyloft.
No, we didn't see that yet.
Oh, okay.
Because Sledge started in Central Skyloft.
Oh, that's fair.
It's a thing that, it's a routing decision that quite a few runners make, myself.
Yeah, if Beatrice is something you want to do, it is something people do a lot, especially because you need to do Beatrice in these settings, you need to sleep at least one time. Well, yeah, you have to sleep one time between the conversations with her. And so doing Central Skyloft makes a lot of sense. We may see fireworks start up at the goddess statue with his hint that Beatrice is not required.
Yeah.
Considering there are 3 bows, 4 beetles, a claw shot, and 2 slingshots, chances are pretty good you're going to get one of those, and you don't necessarily want to push that bow, especially because it's only possibly required. It's not going to do a ton.
Yeah.
It might put 2 checks in logic depending on where they start in Elden.
Yeah. Exactly.
I am surprised though that Sledge. Oh, he's going to do the rattle, turning the rattle after this.
I mean, with 10 crystals, I can definitely see going to patrol this early.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the thing you don't want to see is 25 crystals this early with a mandatory 5 loose.
Oh, absolutely not.
Well, I say that some people don't like to see that. I love to see it.
I mean, you're a resident loose crystal enjoyer.
Yeah, I'm kind of a sicko about loose crystals.
Pouch.
That's not useful.
That's nothing.
And there's the money you need for the rest of the seed.
Exactly. You don't need any more than that.
Yeah, the most money you're going to need this seed is 100 rupees.
Unless for some reason you decide to buy way more stamina potions than you need.
Yeah.
For funsies. I mean, I like to do that when I get like a potion medal and a couple of bottles really early.
Stamina potions can be useful in certain
Yeah,
games.
exactly.
It was a thing that I actually would do more often in the Remlets tournament when LMF started raised. With LMF required, it's not, and it's something you could do, but it's not super useful.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to have in the end game, though, if you do get a potion medal, and you can kind of just wail on enemies.
Yeah. Nothing in village.
Yeah.
Oh, then
We're gonna have to get another tablet pretty soon because we're definitely running low on checks, and
we still don't know what our starting statue in Elden is.
That's true, but even then, that only unlocks 3 or 4 things. I mean, maybe digging mix.
It could unlock everything except for the dig spots if we start at the temple.
That's...
we'd get down to Volcano Ascent, and then we can just bomb our way open to basically the start of
Is that mix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just saw the red color. Like, wait.
I mean, Sledge has still not done Upper Skyloft, interestingly.
Yeah, but that basically allows us to clear the rest of Elden.
Yeah, there's 2 things that might not be in logic, but...
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a projectile, so logic... But that bow is in logic at this point, so the logic is expecting you to be able to full clear Elden. I think you really want to get, like, the temple entrance.
Yeah.
Start here. That's kind of the best case scenario.
Absolutely. We're
gonna see. Sledge might actually get the bow, before he goes back. I think he might be routing it in that way.
Yeah. Could be.
Only because, like, an hour and a half into a seed, you're maybe not going to want to go out of your way for a bow. But with this little capacity to do damage, that bow is actually a little more useful.
We'll also go and see Upper Skyloft right now.
Yeah, that's the... I mean, I personally probably would have... After seeing that bow hint, personally, I probably would have just done Upper Skyloft first and hoped I get a projectile there and can skip Beatrice. But it's, kind of 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Yeah.
I just like to skip Beatrice if I can.
Yeah, I tend to do Beatrice unreasonably early.
I do too, but like with this hint, I would have tried to dodge it.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
I do appreciate the early heart containers.
I thought this is season 3 and not Remlades.
Yeah. I mean, I think something you're gonna see some variance in with people based on skill level is someone at my skill level is going to go more out of the way to get things that don't douse. Not just for money, but for heart containers, for the horde fight. At the end of the game, I'm basically never going to skip that chest next to the goddess statue, for example. If I'm running by it. There are other things that I may not do. Someone kind of more like Gymnast, Yal, Jaznix, but even, I think even Sledge and probably Firework as well, who's pretty experienced, are a lot more likely to skip that. It kind of just depends on people's comfort level with the end game, because the horde fight can be tricky, and even if you do it right, you can take a lot of damage.
That reduces off. That basically gives us a 50-50 of what's in Skyview, or what item Skyview leads to for a collector's
Yeah.
item.
Kind of wonder.
Or scale.
I mean, scale in Skyview is not bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I was like, why is Sledge climbing? Because you can...
Yep,
ringing the bell with Gust Bellows is the worst way to do this.
Yeah, we're not even doing Beatrice.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess warping to start... Oh, with Mitts, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
I would have considered just figuring out what your statue was, because it could save you a little time. But I forgot that this chest did ping, so it's worth getting. I don't know. It makes sense where they are. I wonder if we're going to see either runner do the whip trick to get the dig spots without having to climb all the way and go around.
Got a sword!
Well...
Kind of neat for Fireworks, since he can clear those goblins way faster.
Yeah.
Than Sledge did.
That is a very convenient spot. Firework has face cam up and is very excited that he got that there.
Yeah.
Because it's... Yeah, I mean, you saw... each... Basically... It's not each sword, but the swords kind of double in damage. And so... Getting Goddess Sword makes the Boko fight easier. Also, getting the ability to Skyward Strike makes the Boko fight easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sledge not doing the whip trick here.
Yeah, we'll just get...
It's a kind of inconsistent, not the easiest trick, but I think he may also want to go get all the checks at the start first. I don't know. The routing this is kind of weird.
Yeah, I think he'll get the check at the start once he's done with the upper portion. Elden.
Yeah.
Because he'll end back at Volcano Ascent, and from there he can just go back.
The whip was somewhere in Upper
It was on
Skyloft.
Fledge.
Oh yeah, it was
It was on
Fledge's
Fledge's
gift. Did Firework skip that?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he skipped Upper Skyloft completely. Yeah, you cannot do backwards Volcano with the bomb bag.
Yeah.
Where was that Triforce?
I think in Summit, if I deciphered that correctly. Drivers of Power in Summit.
That seems right. Despite being
Sometimes
the restreamer
reading
who's
is
supposed to
hard.
put these in, sometimes it's just very easy to miss hints.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big thing that the whip trick lets you do is you don't have to climb. You basically don't have to go in the hot cave, which without claw shots is big. No,
That's
it's
true.
Lanayru Desert.
Oh, it's desert. Okay.
Yeah, the hints are an interesting thing in this season as well. At the beginning of the game, people are going to prioritize getting hints if that are not too far out of the way. Farore's Courage had Fire Shield
Fire
Earring.
Shield Earrings. And one other useful item.
Those are
Earrings
required.
were hinted required.
So that means there is a required item and Boko-based G1.
Oh.
I mean, that's...
That's likely just Plats.
Yes.
No, the Triforce is not in Summit. That one I misread.
Yeah.
The Triforce is in Lanayru Desert.
Yeah. I mean, that Bokoblin-based path is probably just our Emerald Tablet. But it's interesting, because it could be upper... No, it can't be upper Boko base if it's the Emerald Tablet. I mean, it could be Scale. Yeah, I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Sledgen is gonna do the. I forget.
Zelda out of bounds.
Yeah.
Bokoblin.
Yeah. This is a trick. Used to be done in the vanilla speedrun. It's done in the HD speedruns now, where you kind of run into a wall as you get hit by the Boko and you get knocked onto the slope, and you can skip some things.
Yeah, notably the complete vine section.
Yeah. I think also this is done in the restricted bit run, which is why Sledge has practiced it.
Yeah, might be.
I'm pretty sure restricted bit you have to... No. Restricted bit you don't, because you can do the door RBM.
Yeah. Nayru's Wisdom on the big spot, as we have already seen from Firework.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I thought we got that. We did get it.
Yeah. Bit more than 15 minutes ago.
We will probably see Firework do the whip trick to get the lasting spot. Uh-oh. That's, I mean, 5 more crystals and not a lot of checks. That's when you start to worry a little bit about crystals.
Yep, exactly.
I'm betting, though, that Plat's chest has our Emerald Tablet.
Yeah,
and that's our path to Skyview to G1.
Yeah, it is very likely just going to be the Emerald Tablet. I would be very surprised if it isn't.
Yeah. I mean, that hint is like not the most useful because you're going to go do this check anyway. The hint that I think is really useful is the required fire shield earrings in Fair and Trial. I wonder if you're going to see both runners do the RPM when they get into Fair.
Yeah, if they don't get the hop prior.
Yeah. Yeah, it's faster to do the vanilla heart playing, but yeah, there's... Because if you know you have to do the Fair and Trial, then going into it out of logic is not a big deal.
Oh, mock mitts!
Oh!
Wait, those are but quite vanilla mock mitts even.
Are mini games in this rule set? No.
Okay, so
those are not. Those are. Oh, those are vanilla because he gives you back the mitts when you get captured.
Exactly.
I was thinking about that for a second. I was like, that's not vanilla. But yeah, you're right.
I know that the real vanilla spot is on Rescue First Magma.
But man, this is kind of awful.
We don't have a bow. I mean, yeah, we don't have any projectile. You can do it without, but it's...
Dodging the Bokos is harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's 100% the Magma mitts to get something else here in Boko base. And we are, because they do not have a way to kill the Bokos or stun them, we're actually seeing them go through Boko base the intended way.
Yep.
When's the last time you've seen this in a Skyward Sword Seed? Firework, no, you don't want to get trapped by that bomb. Oh, he was worried about damage. Mie, you don't want to play Fun Fun Island in the randomizer. You may think you do. You don't. Trust me, it's awful.
Yeah.
There's a reason we only play Fun Fun Island in all sanities. The mini games in this game are not fun. Firework definitely needs to be careful with his health.
Yep. Absolutely. It's been so long since I've gone through Boko Base that way, through the tunnels.
Yeah, I think the last time I did this way was literally in my vanilla playthrough.
Yeah. Same, basically.
Wow.
I'm just happy, kind of, that we didn't immediately get our Emerald Tablet on Plats.
Yeah, this is a much more interesting one. Can we get Vanilla Claw shots too? I mean, this is...
Not sure,
like,
maybe.
This is now the point where the runner's like, man, I wish I had gotten that bow.
Exactly.
That is, I mean...
That's what I'm saying.
That bow being where it is just really tricky. Because it's a slow spot. And you know it's not logically... Like, I would have gotten it because I'm not good at climbing... Doing the stutter sprint to climb Eldin.
Yeah.
It's a trick that I'm just not particularly skilled at.
Yeah, it's just Emerald Tablet.
Yeah. Although that path is probably actually the Magma mitts.
Yeah, Magma mitts fought that Emerald Tablet.
The other interesting thing, though, here... is... I think there is one more chest that they can get.
Without...
Or...
Because it was one
Wasn't
of
the whip chest? Did the whip chest not ping?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. It was one of the higher up ones.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't think that drawbridge pinged.
Okay. Well, good news. We're going to see them go to Farron. Although this is kind of actually another place where having a bow is going to be somewhat useful.
Yep, exactly.
I wonder. I don't think Sledge is going to do this, but you definitely think about getting the bow here if you're Sledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't do it, I don't think. Except that you're kind of missing a projectile to actually get into Skyview.
Thanks for the Deep Woods accents.
Yeah, I mean, how is the seed looking? I don't know. The beginning bottleneck was interesting. We had
the Emerald Tablet.
Yeah, they got Magma Mitts on the first check in Boko base. And because neither runner has a way to kill Bokos, they actually had to go get that first chest in Boko base the vanilla way.
We got to see the magma tunnels. So I guess that's a win for chat.
I would agree. There's a bottle.
Okay.
So you'll probably grab some mushroom spores.
Mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sledge is thinking... I didn't see what was on top of there.
That is really hard to see.
Yeah, on our restream view, it's pretty hard.
Exactly.
Sledge is probably going to do early Floria. There's a Triforce.
Yep. And welcome in raiders from ZSR main.
Yeah, hope the Uda race is fun. I watched a bit of it before I set up the restream.
Same.
I think that was, I'm not going to spoil, but it was, I think, the rematch between the grand finals of last season's tournament. Yeah.
Alexis versus Savi.
Yeah. Please don't spoil the results for anyone who's here, but yeah, quite a good race to get in the second round. Yeah, I was kind of surprised Sledge. I mean, I guess without a beetle, early Lake Floria is not as good.
Yeah, since it would only get you the Gossip Stone.
Yeah, I like... That was another chest and shack.
Yep.
Because of the Gossip Stone, I like getting information earlier. This is my personal preference. In Remlets, I was a early Lake Floria doubter, but in these settings, because of the stone, I am a believer.
Oh,
was that more crystals? Uh-oh.
That 30 intensifies.
Yeah, that is Patro 30 is in logic. You don't want to do it, but now you're kind of at the point where it's like, is one of our projectiles on Patro 30? And do we just do Beatrice? Because that is what Sledge is thinking right now, I think, is...
Yeah, probably.
Like, I kind of need a projectile to do more here. I think he might want the bow. So I think he's going to go do Beatrice. He's going to go do Oriel Impero first.
Yeah. No, Sledge should not do early Lake Floria.
Yeah.
He just went straight to Silk Grounds.
Go get some rest, Tobias. You did great work. As usual, by Tobias. Yeah, I mean, Sled, like, the Keek Wielder's reward is doable here. It's not a check you necessarily want to do.
Nope, it is really
Firework is trying to peek this. Was that a red rupee?
I could not see it at all.
I saw a flash of red, but I couldn't tell what was in there.
Might be.
Yeah, I think Sledge is kind of fishing for a
Spiral Charge.
A projectile before he goes back.
I don't think did we ping the Spiral Charge rocks yet?
I don't know. We're gonna see very quickly if he
Yep.
did. I'm sure he did peak them.
Yeah.
My guess is the one by Lumpy Pumpkin
Yeah.
had to have had something he's going for it.
Exactly.
A lot happens in the beginning of these seeds. Yeah, it is a very convenient spiral charge. Oh, and Sledge doing the trick where you can kind of go through. Well,
Oh, a beetle.
now he's not going to do Beatrice.
Absolutely not.
Or loose crystals. Because
Yeah, how do I
now,
get
with the
Skyview
items
now?
he has, he can full clear Skyview Temple. Technically out of logic, but
Yeah. Since logically it still requires scale for the dig
Yeah.
spot. Oh, still going.
I think he's going to go to
Hello.
check Pero because it's
Yeah,
quick.
it is really quick to check.
and if it's your claw shots, you're going to be very happy. But we could have 2 dungeons done in under an hour
Yeah, absolutely.
if our scale is in Skyview. That's kind of the
Yeah.
Is it scale or is it claw shots is kind of the question right now.
Exactly.
Or is it something weird like Harp?
Yeah, maybe.
Firework just kind of
Honestly,
missed.
that would be really interesting to see due to the required fire shield earrings.
I know it's kind of scary. Elden
Volcano
Volcano
to
to Molderak. Huh. We've seen all of Elden Volcano.
It might be Furor's Courage?
Yeah, it could be. Or it could be Gratitude Crystals.
Yeah. One of those two, I think. Slingshot! Yeah, not surprisingly, we will be grabbing that Triforce right here.
But I think those were the only 2 useful things in Elden Volcano.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um,
Their system was completely dead.
Yeah, that might push Firework to do the trial RBM though sooner.
Yeah.
I don't think Sledge is going to do it right now. But it's definitely something that I would, with that hint that Firework has, I would very seriously think about it. I don't know if Sledge is going to. The biggest problem is you don't have really a fast way to damage down.
Yeah, especially with that amount of hearts.
Yeah. I mean, it may be something where you take a bunch of damage. I don't know. In Sledge's position, I fully understand not doing this. In Firework's position, I could fully understand doing it. Because you know you're required to go in anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's one of the faster reverse bit warps.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. Firework has a corrupt file.
Yep. So he is going to do it. Which I think makes a lot of sense in Firework's position, knowing
Absolutely.
what he does. Again, this is the information difference. Summit Dig Spot is dead.
Okay. So the 5 shield rings are not for that.
Yeah, and this is kind of the thing that out of logic hint that Firework got is basically just pushing him to do something a little earlier than he would. Doing this RBM, I think, is a little slower than doing the harp playing. But I think it's a good call with the information Firework has. Like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
just because no matter what, this is not a mistake. Fire Shield Earrings required means you have something hard required in one of the, at this point, 5 checks that is hard blocked behind the Fire Shield Earrings.
Yeah, either one of the 4 in Boko Bay Summit or the Waterfall chest in regular Summit.
Yeah.
Either
you know
way,
what it's not. You know it is not claw shots. Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll see if Firework got it. The reason this is kind of longer than doing it with the harp is you have to do this commit, and then you're going to exit and reload the area. But essentially, basically the flag to cut that, what should I call it? Basically the memory flag to when you cut the waterfall cave entrance the first time is the same memory flag as this one. Yeah, they do not have the harp yet. And we will see if the trial gate is there, and it is.
It is. Good thing that worked.
The other question I have is I wonder if we're going to see either runner do the Skyview bit warp.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's worth it with the items they have. Because you know you're pretty likely to be able to full clear the dungeon. We know with 100% certainty this is not our path item. Sword.
It's a sword though.
That sword logically requires the water dragon scale for like a soft lock prevention. It's the one thing that's not in logic in the whole dungeon.
Yeah. So you can finish Skyview logically.
Yeah. Right. The only reason that the dungeon would require scale is if there were a key of some kind on that check.
Yep.
Yeah, bit warping probably is not faster here, but firework. Oh, yeah. I am not good at that spider roll.
I ain't either.
I don't even try it.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I thought that was not going to work when I saw him jump off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. All 3 checks in the beginning of Skyview have something.
One of them required to be a key. Small key.
Yeah.
At least this one. Maybe also 2 eyes.
Oh, that jump is a scam.
I hate it.
You think you are lined up perfectly for that jump, and then you just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, you think you are lined up, you're going to grab the vines, everything is perfect. No. Gabe is like, fuck you. I'm going to watch Firework to see what he finds here. That's a Triforce. Is that a Triforce?
I did not really pay attention.
I couldn't see what that was. No, that is a heart container. I saw something big and semi-triangular, so I was like, oh, maybe that's our Triforce.
Yeah. Was kind of triangular, just in the wrong orientation.
Yeah. The thing about trials, if there is one item required, sometimes people will just gamble that it is not the trial reward and hope it's one of the 3 relics. When you start having more items that could be required, people are more likely to just do the full trial and kind of route the Dusk Relics in.
Yeah.
This is something you're going to see, though, a lot of variance on in Seeds.
No, that was Life Tree Fruit on Twilight Chest.
So far, though, I haven't seen anything useful yet in the trial.
Yeah.
The second item is up by the viewing platform, though.
Exactly.
And I think the third one might have just been a vanilla Dusk Relic, because we didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I should pay attention to Sledge, but I want to like see what is here.
Yeah. I get you.
It was a Rupar.
Yeah,
Right.
there are the vital earrings.
And because that is required, we could have basically anything hard required or even possibly required here,
Yeah,
besides a harp. Cannot have a harp in a trial.
exactly. And anything that locks the harp. A beetle!
That's
That's
pretty
big
useful.
payout.
especially for Firework, who does not have the beetle on Oriel yet, or on the Spiral Charge Rock.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, Firework doing early Lake Floria and then that trial RBM saves him a little bit on efficiency.
There's a first bait wallet.
Yeah, I mean, that, as Space Rock says,
Second one? I don't know.
that there is definitely a potential that that is a logically required Hook Beetle, that the other two beetles are locked behind it somehow. Hook Beetle is logically required to get past the first room in Linear Mining Facility as well. Can be required to raise Linear Mining Facility. I would still not fully discount... Well, okay, now I'm going to discount crystals somewhat as our path item. But, yeah. Crystals, until we have more than 50, though, you can't assume that they are not the path item.
Yeah, crystals are really tricky.
Especially just in these settings where the seed is a lot more closed off. Like in the Remlets tournament, we really didn't see path crystals very often.
Yeah, like, I remember that some of the runners were just generating Spiderlock seeds just to fish for possibly required crystals.
Yes.
For required crystals.
Yeah, but it is a lot more common on these settings for crystals to be required in some way.
Absolutely. When you get Spider Jump.
And it's the worst
Vanilla
chest in
Mickey.
They don't have to talk to the Fire Dragon. No, they still might have to talk to the Fire Dragon, Featherblade, because that is one of the 4 Fire Shield Earring lock checks.
Yep.
So whatever this is interesting for our path item, because so far the only useful thing we've seen
I don't think Fire Dragon is actually hinted.
Yeah. Fire Dragon should not be hintable. Yeah. That Skyloft to Coloctos, though, right now is either our Life Tree Fruit or one of the final 3 items here.
Yeah. Oh, barely not making that jump.
Yeah, ropes in this game are a scam.
Absolutely are.
I will...
Okay, there we go.
We know this has to be the boss key.
Yep.
There's our H.
H time.
It's a pretty nice boss key, random boss key orientation.
Yeah, very convenient. Although this
I've
one
had
and the AC one are generally the easiest ones.
Yeah, they're easy ones to know what to do.
By far the hardest is LMF, in my opinion.
Yes.
Since for Senj, you can also use Tantalus Eye on the key to orientate yourself.
So
That is 1 instance of darts. That's a 2nd instance of darts.
yeah, this is kind of the RNG on this is really, does he give you darts or something else?
Number 3.
4.
Number 4.
If this
Like,
was an
this
any
is really
percent
not
speed
good
run, you would
RNG.
reset here. Not actually, but you'd think about it in a speed run.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
Although in a speed run, you'd
darts?
also only have, no, you'd have Goddess Sword, not Practice Sword. You do need
Yeah.
Goddess Sword in any percent.
Exactly.
Because you do have to complete 2 dungeons in any percent.
Yep. Both Skyview and Earth Temple.
Yeah. We are running low on checks again for Sledge,
Yep.
so you kind of hope that this is Water Dragon scale, so you can just full clear Cistern and
Potentially.
Floria.
If the keys are conveniently placed. Because we do not have claw shots.
That is a valid point, although
It's not that likely.
I assume there is nothing on top of
Yeah, I think
the
so.
pillar. Sledge peaked that a lot better than I do, but we also have a kind of lower resolution feed than he does.
Yeah.
So
Wallace!
that is our life tree fruit.
Yeah.
Is our path item. I think you kind of need to do Kikwi Elder's Reward right now. I don't think you want to. I think if you're Sledge, maybe you're going to get the bow first, but so Sledge, we can see, has 5 locations accessible, plus Betrow, 30, which gets him to 7. I wonder if we're going to see some Skyview cleanup first, or what. What is he going back to Elden for?
That is a really good question.
Because he cannot do anything else.
Oh,
in
the
Boko.
beetle checks on Magma Turf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can't do top Boko base because he doesn't have claw shots or bomb bag.
Exactly.
Well, claw shots are hard required. Even with bomb bag, you need claw shots.
Yeah.
I didn't see what those are, but one has something.
Is that?
It's a harp-shaped object.
Okay.
Is that just our harp? Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Okay. So he's going back to Fair and Trial now.
Yep. So that Beetle and Farron trial is Beetle locked.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I still think you really have to consider Kikwi Elder's Reward here.
At this point, yeah.
Which is going to be one of the most commonly skipped checks because it is a hintable location, and we get over half of the sometimes hints every seed. But like, Sledge is going to hit a point where essentially he's going to have to do like that or 5 loose crystals potentially. And even as a loose crystal enjoyer, I would probably be more tempted to do the Kikwi Elder's Reward than loose crystals.
Yeah.
Well, I say that. I would probably do the loose crystals first.
I mean, we still
the
have
correct choice is probably to do the Kikwi Elder's Reward.
Yeah.
But it's a hard call at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the harp cancel. Honestly, I'm kind of wondering when we're gonna see the next patrol dip.
Yeah, I mean, you are very much at
Has
a
30 crystals. Maybe he's waiting or greeting to get more.
yeah, I mean, I think knowing this is required, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. That is true. Maybe Sledge wants to see if he can skip the getting a trial reward, which already know he cannot.
Yeah, well,
Very likely.
we don't know,
At least.
but knowing there's 2 items, I don't think he's going to.
Yeah. You know, that he should know that only one of the 3 Dusk Relics was a required item. So he should know he has to collect the rest of the tiers.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this. This is kind of the gamble we're going to see people make in Silent Realms, and there are 3 items you can peek and 1 item you cannot. I think in general, if there's only 1 item required, you're more likely to take the gamble. But yeah, I mean, for him, he's not going to have to go too far, but like he skipped 1 Dust Relic that was not that far out of the way that he literally could have just gotten. So yeah, he is going back for this one now because he's counted.
Yeah.
It's not a huge time loss.
The last item is on try reward. Yeah, especially since those tiers in particular are pretty early as well. I mean, Farron Sound Realm is usually rather quick to complete.
Yeah, it's the thing about, I mean, again, this is going to be the thing we talk about is like, how far out of the way do you have to go, and is it worth it? Like,
that's true.
Fair and Silent Realm, if you skip some things, it's not so bad. I think, what was I going to say? Like, Elden Silent Realm and Linear Silent Realm, you're a lot less likely to gamble because they're so big, and having to backtrack is harder. Whereas Skyloft and Farron are smaller. Sledge is going to skip Keep Wielder's reward here.
That's H on the side of Firework.
Has he not been to Sealed Grounds yet?
He has, but
not with Harp.
Yeah, not with Harp. He got the chest inside Sealed Grounds.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, and so Sledge, we can see his tracker. He's at 4 locations accessible. So this is one of them.
Yeah.
There is Beatrice's crystals. There is item from Colin.
I think he is... Oh, there's a bow.
Well, now you don't have to do Beatrice.
But yeah, the 3 locations he has remaining, or like the 4 locations are Kiki's, item from Colin, and the 2 bad 30 checks.
Right, because he has 30 crystals.
Yeah.
I think he's going to go to Sky and do Skyloft stuff before Kiki Elder.
Yeah.
That bow is a really nice item to have, though. Not just because you can skip Beatrice, but also just bow is the most useful weapon to have.
Yeah. And we're gonna see the bet 30 checks first.
Yeah, I mean, this makes a lot of sense in his shoes.
Yeah.
I think you kind of have to. This is the most check dense place.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
And yeah, we're once again seeing the trick where if you kind of jump onto the headstones in the right place, you can void out. I think Firework couldn't peek this as easily as Sledge could.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Is this scale on the sky?
Oh my god!
Okay, this is
Wait
actually
a second.
terrible
Did
for
Sledge? Did he have a beetle?
Yes, he did.
Oh my god. Oh no.
He mispeaked the pillar. Sadly.
Oh no. We are now about to watch a slow motion tragedy. Although that could just be the bottleneck.
Yeah,
Um,
likely will be. But this is still tragic.
What did he get on bat 30?
Bombs and the chest was not pinging.
Okay. I mean, the bombs open a couple things. Also, happy 1 hour, everyone. Please give our runners a follow. I want to thank our 2 trackers, Featherblade and Vibrant Viola, and also thank my co-commentator, Cube David, for commentating with me.
And so, big thanks to you as well, also for commentating and for taking the restream.
Yeah.
For making this whole thing possible in the first place.
Of course. Yeah, this could be tragedy for Sledge, and this is like...
Yeah.
I mean, he is going to do Keek Wielder's reward here, I think.
Yeah.
The kind of question at this point is how much of a bottleneck is that scale?
I
Because
assume it
could
will be a very hot bottleneck, honestly.
It could, yeah, I mean, if Keek Wielder has something, though, like, it might not be so bad. Kind of the one caveat is if Keek Wielder's bottleneck something and it is a hinted location, then it would have to be before it logically. So, yeah, I don't know.
I am kind of expecting ace.
And
Oh,
that's...
there are claw shots. I was about to say I was expecting AC to have either Ambertail or claw shots, but that takes
yeah,
care
I mean,
of
that's
something.
not a huge... That doesn't open a lot of checks for Sledge right now. Well, it does open Boko Base and Summit.
Yeah.
So he's going to go there first, but, I mean... Again, the unfortunate thing for Sledge is we're kind of in a slow motion disaster.
Yeah, this just delays the inevitable.
Like... Oh, it's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Sledge isn't just using his bow on this moblin.
Exactly. But I guess it isn't that slow either way.
Yeah. I would have maybe done this in a different order than he did.
Yeah.
There's another sword.
Another sword? Okay.
Yeah, only because of what he has, I might have gotten the 2 rupees outside. And then maybe... This is like super nitpicky. I've gotten the 2 rupees, gotten that chest, and then just Fi warped. Because you're going to go back to Boko Base. So warp to start might have been useful.
Oh.
It's like there's nothing we can do. We know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's kind of slow motion disaster. Exactly. I feel bad because there's more crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely no path crystals.
Yeah.
That I mean, I guess it still could be, but it's probably just was furores for the hook beetle. I mean, when Firework gets the Amber Tablet, he's going to be in really good shape because he will be able to basically full clear every region. He's still got to get the bomb bag and the claw shots, but like he's still in pretty solid shape. Yeah, the only way Firework might not be able to clear the dungeon is if both keys are claw shot locked. Here, if both small keys are.
Yeah.
Like if you're Firework, you really need to make sure to pick up one small key. Which is sometimes a thing people will skip in Ancient Cistern. In his case, we don't have a hint for the lily pad rupee. We don't have reason to believe that you're going to be able to clear the dungeon without a small key.
Okay, that tunnel is completely dead.
That is a small key, I think.
I think so as well.
Yeah, I mean, in Fireworks position, you have to get both small keys because you can't skip the lily pad rupee. Like, you're going to have to go through the vanilla way without claw shots. That is one thing. If Sledge does find the scale and doesn't forfeit, he will clear the dungeon a little faster.
Yeah. I'm also interested what our earrings will lead us to.
Yeah, I am curious. It's probably a Triforce at this point, but it could be Cave Ski. That's like the one, I think.
Oh, there's another beetle in AC. Also beetle locked.
Yes. But why would Furores be Beetle to Molderak for? Oh. Huh. Could Cave's Key be on one of the Pirates' pillars?
Maybe.
And the final hook and the final Beetle locked behind it somehow. Because I'm trying to think about the logic of that path hint. But we'll see. Ballad of the Goddess.
We have not seen a Gorko hint yet, but so far there's nothing we can do with that since Thunderhead is hinted Baron.
Yes, that's right, it was. And Gorko you're not going to go back to for a while in Fireworks position.
No.
Like, Firework has not done as many checks as Sledge, but like he has a lot to do kind of efficiently at this point. All right, well, so nothing there in Boko Base, but we're about to see the 5 checks that are locked hard behind Fire Shield Earrings.
It's the boss key.
Triforce, Amber Tablet, Cave's Key, or a song. That leads to one of them. Oh, Firework. I don't know about this. I think he wants to beat the dungeon and doesn't want to lose the key. So I get why he's doing this. I think he's doing this because he doesn't want to get locked out of being the dungeon. I just would worry about the... Okay.
Oh, that's 2 ping chests.
Oh!
Amber tablet!
Okay.
On Skylove trial. Okay.
Well, that does explain the required fire shield earrings. So we now have 2 trials required.
Yeah. So yeah, then it's likely
Is that the
path
key lock
pointing
check?
the fire shield earrings.
I think it's just the key lock check. So, but firework, I can't tell. Although firework probably wants to kind of raise the statue anyway, so he doesn't have to use. Firework doesn't want to have to use his small key right now. That, like, in his shoes, that is a really important thing. Just because we don't know where the second small key is.
Yeah.
This could be it. Okay.
Oh, it's the second small key.
Yep. Not that surprising.
Nope. Absolutely not. I have no idea if it was.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
so here's the good news for Sledge. It's going to be a while before Sledge hits his bottleneck. I don't know that that's necessarily good news in reality.
Actually, that likely just means that there are a lot more locations to check when he eventually runs out of locations.
It's like, it's kind of like I said, is that Kikwi Elder? I think it was a red rupee.
I think that was lower bombable.
Oh, okay. I just saw Farron.
But I'm not it could also be Kikwi's. Okay, now that's just mucking it up.
Right.
It is.
Fine's chest had nothing. So yeah, now Firework is going to go full clear. Fudge's Crystals is dead.
Just an extra wallet.
Which is super not required.
Yep. Complete and utter junk.
I mean, Sledge is going to go do... Yeah, I mean, Sledge should know because he got to 30 crystals that 30 could not be the path item.
Yeah.
But he could think it's the life tree fruit, which is the kind of unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's the... That's the thing we just don't know. Like, Sledge probably thinks it's the life tree fruit, and he's not going to realize it until he turns it in and it's junk.
Yeah.
So he will figure out that he didn't hit his path, but he could still think it's crystals. Like, I think if he's paying attention to his hints, he will go back into Skyview and realize what he had to miss. It's going to be time lost.
Yeah.
I don't really know what, like, the one saving grace for him is the hint. I think.
Yeah.
Like, if Skyview was not hinted path, he has to know with his items that I mean, he might not know, but he should know.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm
yeah,
hoping
firework.
as well.
I don't know. I think Sledge is gambling here in the Silent Realm.
Yes.
So he doesn't have to do it all.
Absolutely is.
Which this is a Silent Realm where it makes a lot of sense to do that.
Especially since it's only one hinted item in here.
Yeah. And doing it kind of out of order does not lose you a lot of time. Like, he's still getting all the whatever they're called.
The tiers?
The tiers, yes.
I hate this jump.
And that's a rupee.
Okay,
I don't even bother with that jump because I'm so bad at it.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we've already seen all the...
I don't know.
We've seen at least 2.
Yeah, I don't know if there's...
seen all 3. Absolutely not sure.
Yeah, I think we've seen them all, so he knows he's got a full clear.
Yep.
Now we've definitely seen them all.
Yes, absolutely. In the meantime, Firework makes his way up to Collectors.
Okay, it was all rupee.
Yeah, I think the only thing that AC really had was a beetle so far. Oh yeah, and Ballad, right. Forgot about that.
Yeah. I mean, I think Firework is probably going to go back and do Skyloft cleanup Patro.
But yeah, Skyward, this Collector's fight might take a while since he doesn't have the bombs to do the quick one cycle in phase 1.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the bow is not needed since he has the hero mod Skyward Strike.
Yeah, the bow, I mean, you just have to be a little careful. But yeah, he's not even bothering with the quick strat, which there is one with the lower level sword. It's kind of... You have to know the exact... you have to know the exact number of hits to get, and if you do one more, you basically ruin the strat.
Yeah, exactly. And there's the Amber Tablet. So yeah, Sledge can now given that we start not in Sansi, Sledge can full clear all of Lanayru.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But also,
including LMF.
It's entirely possible that Arcave's key is just in Sansi.
Yeah. Also gonna see another Gossip Stone. with more hints.
Yeah, I mean, I think I do think Space is right that we kind of have to start in Sansi, and I think the cave ski has to be on one of the quick beetle lock checks. That
What
feels
about the fire shield earrings for the Ember Tablet? Fire shield earrings for Song of the Hero for Ember Tablet?
Oh, you're right. Yes, good call. Because
I think
yes,
that's just it.
it was for Roar's Courage, which locked. Yeah, the fire shield earrings, which locked our Amber Tablet and Boko base. Good call. It gets hard to keep track of the logic sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we saw enough desert.
Yeah, that's honestly, well, he's got claw shot, so it doesn't matter. But that's one of the better starting places. But he also can full clear. He's gonna just do all of LMF.
Yeah, he knows that there's also another Triforce somewhere here in desert.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible linear Sansi is not required at all. This seed, that all it has is crystals and bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's gonna douse around and check if there's anything, but I would feel pretty comfortable just full clearing LMF first. Just because
maybe he wants
it's a required
to circle around, do mines, and get back to the front of the desert. Not quite sure though.
There's our Master Sword.
So we are one Triforce from no mode.
Yes, because we know there's a that's right. There is a Triforce here, so clearing this makes sense. Sorry, you may have all lost the stream for a second. Refresh quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about the Triforce here. It makes sense to just clear it.
Yeah. I mean, if you're really lucky, the last Triforce is just in LMF.
Yeah, if you're Firework, that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah. Magnet! That is absolutely not required. But I still love to see it.
Yeah, I guess like this makes sense when you know you've got to get a Triforce here to just full clear it. I was not thinking because especially coming out of here after you beat LMF is slow.
Yeah. There's the third bow.
So we know where all the bows are.
Yep, that's good. If I remember correctly, I think the Triforce that was hinted in Desert was power. So you should get that very soon.
It was power. Yes, I got
Okay.
that. I put that in the hints.
Okay, nice. And it looks like Pack of Fire Node is completely dead. Which is nice to see. Oh! Getting Embolist.
Yeah, not having to the back of fire node is nice.
There's Cave's Key. That's yet another bottle.
So is that Triforce either in Lightning Node or I don't think Secret Passageway had anything.
I don't think so. I think it basically has to be in Lightning Node. Can't wait for the Lightning Node. Can't wait for the Triforce at the end of Lightning Node so that you couldn't even Death Warp. Even if you wanted to.
Oh. No, Secret Passageway had something.
Okay. Yeah, then that might just be the Triforce. Or it could just be another bottle. Or even worse, a wallet. Firework now also picking up her first Triforce on the Floria ledge. Nope, that is the last beetle.
Yeah. Well, okay.
So yeah, just one beetle locking all the others. And that is indeed a Triforce in Lightning Node. My favorite. But I don't know if the end was pinging. I presume it didn't.
Nope.
Yeah, just
Oh god, I'm betting you're having mild PTSD from that.
Nah, not really.
It's been long enough. It's been a year.
Yeah. I mean, I mostly joke around with that anyways now. But hey, Triforce and Lightning Node is always funny for me. Since I distinctly remember 2 times I wanted to Death Warp in Lightning Node and in Triforce was at the end for both.
That's fair.
But I'm always very pleasantly surprised when Lightning Node is just not pinging at all.
Now you're just kind of hoping LMF you don't have to go to the Bosky chests.
That is always the dream. Not having to go there.
Yeah, I mean, this is still like... So Firework is down to 9 locations accessible. He doesn't have the map, but a couple of those are going to be Betro. He's got 35 crystals. So it has to go do the first chest on the left side. Probably just going to go do the full left side vanilla, I think.
Yeah, since Westrum is pinging, the bit warp would just be plain slower, and Armos is also just...
It's dead.
As well.
Oh, Armos did ping?
No, it's not pinging.
Yeah. I think Firework is gonna go. Oh, he's White Sword dousing. The
Yeah.
Wasn't it something useful but not required, like a bottle?
It was just a bottle, yeah.
Yeah. Firework is trying to skip that. Nice break slide from Sledge. That's those double break slides can be trickier than they look.
Exactly.
I say that I'm not good at doing any of them.
Yeah, I mean this one is still easier than a Temp of Time break slide.
Yes. I don't even bother with that one.
Yeah. The Temp of Time one is legitimately really hard.
Oh, Firework is doing the beetle trick to get the bird's nest.
Oh.
He's not even, doesn't even want to climb, doesn't want the hint, which is surprising.
I mean, he doesn't even have claw shots to get there.
Oh, that's why.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
He doesn't even have the claw shots to go up to Waterfall Island.
Yeah, this is a pretty niche trick, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, somewhat niche. I don't know if he got it. I don't know if it's set up right, but I'm not good at this trick.
I have never even tried it.
Oh, I have not seen it done this way.
That's one way to peek it, at least.
Well, with his hook beetle, he can probably look. Huh. I have not seen this version of it. What I've seen is getting Beetle Shop a little further away and actually jumping off. But I think he's going to look down. Yeah, he knows that's the bottle.
I really love Sledge's LMF music. Since it's just remakes of Undertale song.
Firework is doing Boko base. Not going to Patro and getting that bomb bag is at some point he's not gonna love that.
Nope, absolutely not.
Oh
no, he gets the harp. Probably, yeah.
Oh.
He's getting the harp right here.
Right, he doesn't have claw shot, so he can't do Boko base.
Nope.
I forgot about that. Now we're gonna see how bad this is.
Okay, LMF hit us. Okay, neither shortcut nor boss key up pinging.
That is mildly better for Firework.
I guess.
I mean, it means he can beat LMF.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he will need to get the bombs first anyway. To even get the Ember Tablet.
Oh, you're right.
Okay.
Hi, Chuckles. Oh, he hasn't done... What is he doing?
He has the crystals to go to Patrol.
Did he forget to check up here?
He did.
Oh, he's gonna go... He didn't get the Sealed Temple statue.
Oh,
he wants to do Sealed
yeah,
Temple.
right. He never went to Sealed Grounds, I think.
Yeah.
Or did he?
Just
know.
put it. I
Also,
get
you
why
can,
he's putting Betrol off, but
You can also get Gorko with this trip.
that's true. Yeah, I get why he's putting off Betrol. But we just know, like, obviously we know Betrol is really good right now.
Yeah.
He still has a lot of things he can do,
That's true,
including
yeah.
he knows he's going to do Skyloft Silent Realm. I don't think it's marked, but he does have all three.
The Song of the Hero part in Upper Boko Base, on Volcano Boko Base.
Oh, so he's actually going to get bottlenecked then into Betrol.
Yes.
Eventually. Like,
Betrol will be a hard bottleneck.
You kind of wonder now if, like, I mean, it's not a blessing in disguise for Sledge, but missing, like, for now, it seems like he's not getting affected by missing the scale.
Yeah.
Um,
Since Floria and AC were mostly relatively dead,
yeah.
except for that Ballad and the Beetle.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have a bow, so we've not seen Arrow in Repose.
Nope.
We couldn't do it. He's gonna get his bow here.
Yeah, and also really smart death warp by Sledge right there.
Yeah. Fireworks face cam. He's like, yeah, I'm not thrilled.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But his
Getting
tracker,
first
he's got.
goal 1 hour and 30 minutes in, while one was already hinted that was available. So
I mean that. Okay, Firework has 40 crystals. Logically, he can
and
do
there's
50.
Triforce, the last one.
Oh, so I mean,
Sledge will full clear until he has no locations left.
yeah, he might. Maybe when he goes to Gorge, like this. Now
Yeah.
the question is, how close
But
is he
then
tracking his
he-
hints?
Yeah,
Because the only things that could have been pathed in Skyview at this point are gratitude crystals or the life tree fruit. And so maybe when he does that, he's
Yeah.
going to realize, oh, I have to go back.
I
don't
really
know,
hope
it's-
he realizes.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, like Firework, he is going to do a bunch of Skyloft cleanup. So I'm really hoping he does finally go to Petro.
Yeah,
You wonder, is he going to do 10 loose crystals here? Just because he can at this point? It's a play that, like, makes some logical sense in his position, but it's slow.
yeah.
Welcome in, Yal. And we're kind of just, it's like, we know when Firework gets his bomb bag and claw shots, he's in a really good spot. But it's going to be a little bit for him to get those. And the question is, like, will Sledge figure out what he did wrong and go back to Skyview and peek the pillar?
Yeah. Because that is where Sledge's scale is located at.
Yeah, because I think we're going to see him full clear. We might see him full clear Linear. Unless we see him beeline for Gorge because he knows that, like, understands the logic. I just don't know.
I think he's confused because he has written out what on his personal stream that y'all can't see, but we can.
Yeah,
Or he is or he is surprised by him already being a scale from Go mode.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing
No, he did Skyview with a beetle, but he apparently mispeaked the pillar.
Yeah, we think he mispeaked it and thought it was something not useful. Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
There's a third runner in this race as well, and I'll be curious to see when his finish time is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is like.
Oh yeah. Right. That was the case.
Yeah, Firework is gonna do loose crystals here. Again, like in his position, in Firework's position, this makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. Since he can just complete the throw with.
I think he's only doing 5 though. He's only doing 5 and hoping like Batro gives him some crystals.
Yeah.
When he gets the bomb bag, I think we'll see him pop off though.
Yes.
Like I said, I don't know what is going through Sledge's head right now, other than he's clearly confused.
Okay, he even leaves the heart container. He is likely just beelining for Gorge at this point.
Yeah, and the question is, when Sledge sees that, like it's funny because this mistake could end up really paying off.
Yeah.
Like, because he may get to skip a lot of things, right? Like Firework, and I would guess the other runner who's running probably have spent a lot of time doing things that were scale locked.
Yeah.
That just were kind of a waste of time. Yeah.
Not that grand of a reaction.
And that 40 is junk.
Yeah.
And that 50 we know is almost certainly junk.
Yeah.
All right, so Firework goes back to Farron now. He's going to be on track.
Okay. Sledge is going over the Farron map. And he has 1 check left at Skyview at his personal tracker.
Okay, I think he's going back to Skyview. Where was the boss key in Cistern?
That was just behind Waterfall, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So Sledge is gonna go through the first section, but we'll be getting that before doing a system clip.
So Sledge figured out that I think he literally forgot to check it. He just didn't.
Oh yeah, right. Gorgeous hinted Baron.
Oh.
So he knows that the life tree fruit cannot be path.
I forgot about that when I was.
I did as well. So he still knows that there's something in Skyview.
Yeah, he knows it's not crystals.
Okay, this is actually. I think this is actually better for Sledge. That he forgot it, unironically.
I mean, yes.
Because he gets to skip all of Floria, and Floria is already pretty fast by itself.
Oh, but Firework might do Boko base.
Yeah. Can he though, since he still has no claw shots?
He can get that chest. Like, we obviously know what the ideal place is. Oh yeah, we're gonna see Triple Stalfos room.
Oh yeah, right.
No, Firework might actually be checking. He didn't get this dig spot before.
Oh yeah. True.
Oop. That's not gonna work.
Nope.
The bomb blast radius is good. It's not quite that good.
Yeah.
I think bombs in Skyward Sword have
Oh
by
no, we're
far.
not gonna see triple Starfoes.
Oh, because he's on
He has
Skyview
no
Layer
scale.
1.
Because he has no scale. Oh. That is kind of cool.
Yep, he knows. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows he just forgot to look at this completely.
Yeah.
Legitimately, like, this could... Like, again, not knowing, but being able to kind of skip all the scale locked stuff and go through
Hey,
this.
there we go, triple Starfoes.
Huh. Oh, right, because that puts
Yeah.
you on...
Layer 2. Or off of layer 1. Yeah, that is funny.
I mean, this will be a little over.
But yeah, with that scale, Sledge isn't go since he just needs to finish AC at this point.
I mean, I don't think Firework is that far behind, although, like, he's doing Betrow 50 before he goes back to Farron.
Yeah. Hey, you should pick up the claw shots relatively soon.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he doesn't have a ton of checks, so I think he knows he's got to go back to Farron.
Yeah, exactly. I think he only has Kiku Elder and Upper Bombable.
Yeah. I don't know why he checked that hint.
Exactly. Maybe to get an AC hint for Lilypad or something like that.
That's fair.
If he can, for example, just beeline for a boss key. That's what I'm thinking.
I wonder if he's gonna check the chests first, like, or check the East Wing.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll just check the east part right here.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
It is pretty loaded with more than a third of all of AC's checks.
Yeah, there are 7 checks. One thing is pinging. We know it's nothing. Man, this is just the thing about Randomizer is, like I said, like, he made a mistake, but that mistake ended up actually probably getting him a faster time because he's able to skip some things.
It is wild how that works out in the end.
Like, yeah, he is skipping that small key.
Yeah.
Because he knows he doesn't need both. And he may need neither.
Yeah.
In fact, he will not get either. He'll probably lower the statue.
Yeah. First, we're gonna see Beetle percent.
Yes.
The good old Beetle.
The names for the Beatles. Yeah, you can also string clip into the whip room, but maybe faster to just go and raise the statue, especially because he's gonna want to check the rupee. He'll vine clip here. I assume he'll vine clip here.
Yeah.
For a very dead Ballad of the Goddess.
Yeah.
Now you got to be over a little. I don't think he's far enough left here. Oh, there we go.
Still works. And there's the claw shots, and Firerock is not happy about seeing
I mean,
those.
now he's going to work just... Well, no, he's already climbed the Great Tree, because, yeah. He's going to do Kiwi Elder here. I get it. Again, it's hard to say what I would do. I feel like knowing those Magna Myth, or the Fire Shield earrings were required, though, I would skip this and beeline, but it's a hard call for me. Like, that's one where you have to really remember what they had said about the earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sledge is probably going to finish, I would guess, somewhere around the 205 to 210 range.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Glockner's fight will also be much quicker due to having Master Sword,
Yes.
bombs, and a bow.
Yeah, I mean, the bow isn't the huge time save, but the bomb, like,
The
you
bombs
can do...
or the Master Sword are.
Yeah, I mean, the quick kill with the Master Sword is pretty consistent. Oh yeah, Sledge remembering he has to actually raise the statue. This is a thing that's kind of easy to forget.
Yep. I guess lowering also works because it is already raised.
Yeah, I don't really know what else. Like, this is just kind of the thing that can happen sometimes in Randomizer. Is like, because Sledge understood that he understood the path, he realized he messed up.
Yeah. Exactly. Now I'm wondering when was the moment he realized he forgot something? Like, at which point did he realize? I think that's something I would ask in the interview if he decides to come in. That is.
I mean, that is the I think that is the first question: is when did he realize? Yeah. Because like it's the only question that really matters. And then we can kind of talk about how like he probably would have taken longer. I don't know obviously where Audrey is, who's our third runner, but I think this will end up being a pretty close race.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Yal is right. It might be a 201. I'm bad at estimating how long Horde takes.
Yeah. That is Coloctos done. And we're entering phase 2.
Yeah, I guess it would be closer to 205. But we'll see. It could be. Oh, firework. Did not put the bomb in the right place.
That's Coloctos defeated on
Yeah.
Sedge's end.
It's probably
And
about, I would guess, around a minute from leaving the dungeon to actually get into Silent Realm.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, so Sledge, as soon as he finished LMF, realized his mistake. We forgot that Gorge was hinted barren, so that life tree fruit. Yeah.
So he knew that life tree fruit had to be barren as well.
Yeah.
So after finishing LMF, he immediately went back to Skyview.
155.17, so let's see how long it takes to run to Sealed Grounds. It's funny, Yal says he doesn't know how long it takes, yet Yal timed this. How long it takes to get from here to Sealed Temple running.
Yeah, I'll say if Sledge gets Horde skipped, it will be closer to 202, I think.
Yeah.
That is completely fair. Yeah. And it's time for Horde. Yeah, 201 would be wild.
Yeah, I'd be surprised. So it was about a minute 30 to get into Horde from Cistern. It's like timing I will try and remember.
Guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to clear some of these Bokos out. This is, yeah, you cannot use a Skyward Strike on those capped Bokos without True Master Sword, so doing it the way Sledge did it is the most efficient way. It just strikes back and forth, left to right. I think Sledge knows his skip, so I think he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Although, even if you do everything right, sometimes you get bombed, but there we go.
Nice alt skip.
That is a trick that I don't know how to do, so... Right. I know the basics. I've never sat down and grinded it.
Yeah, I've recently switched to doing it the targeted way. Because I think that's easier for me. But yeah, can save. I guess around a minute to a minute 30. I have no idea how much Horde Skip actually saves.
Yeah, I mean, it does save time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll probably be 150, probably like a 202.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So like, genuinely, like for Sledge, the realizing what the hint meant and realizing he had to miss something was very good. Firework, you know, he's gonna full clear desert. Gal believes in the 201. We'll see.
Okay. Also gets purple hand skip on the third one. And off to phase 2.
Yeah, it could be a 201 XX. Trying to, yeah, pause buffering to get stun lock. And gets it clean.
Nice. Yeah, then it's gonna be a 201. Very likely.
Yeah. We haven't been talking about Firework too much. We've been watching Sledge. But Firework is in Skyloft's Silent Realm. So he's going to get his Amber Tablet, go to Desert, probably full clear, maybe do LMF first, but we'll full clear it. We've kind of seen everything, so we know what he's doing. But he is, I think, going and checking the relics here first, which makes a lot of sense.
It's only Amber Tablet that was hinted inside Skyloft Silent Realm. But yeah, he will find his last few items in main desert and LMF.
Yep. Nice phase 1.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, I mean, Firework is not going to go into caves, mines, Sandsea.
Oh, absolutely not. He doesn't even have access to Sandsea right now because the case key is in Lightning Node.
That's true.
Iron Node.
Yeah, and that is GG's Sledge. And he is going to come in for an interview, so I will keep an eye out for him. Pull him in. Meanwhile, Firework, still in Skyloft Silent Realm. Is unfortunately going to see he does have to beat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I think even despite the mistake, like he figured it out quickly, which is good because the thing about mistakes in SSR is usually they have to do with gassing. It can be easy to miss them.
Yeah.
And GG Sledge.
GG's.
Hi, GG's.
So I think David,
Wild
you have
ride.
David has the most pressing, important question to ask you. So
Yeah.
When did you realize you messed up with the scale and Skyview? At what
Okay.
point did you know that you would have to return there?
I could look back in my VOD, but I remember those one specific point where I was like, wait a second, I didn't get the final check in Skyview, or like the penultimate check. I think I was during the sequence where you got bomb bag for claw shots, and then it all led to Amber Tablet. And then when I was getting Amber Tablet, I realized that no item I found so far in Skyview could have possibly been path other than something on the final check, because I made a lot of mistakes in the seed that were to do with like forgetfulness, because I was a little bit nervous because I'm not super used to being on restream. Like I did Beatrice, even though I really didn't need to. But that was just out of muscle memory. Or like I did half of it.
We thought you
yeah.
might have been doing that because the bow, just with practice sword, was at least a pretty useful weapon.
Yeah.
That one we were like, yeah, this makes some sense to do it right now. Yeah, we thought you could just peek it, and that maybe you mispeaked the pillar. Obviously that wasn't it, but that's like from our perspective, that's what we thought it might have been.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought in my head, like, oh, the sword or the life tree fruit could still potentially be path, so I'm just gonna keep going. But then I thought a minute later, no, the regions that those are relevant for are barren, so it literally has to be something leading to scale on that final check. But by the time I was thinking about that, I was like, well, there's a Triforce in Desert anyway, and I need to complete LMF anyway, so I'll just do that, and then I got go mode. So that was a roller coaster of emotions that I will probably not have any other experience like that happen again.
Hopefully Firework can avoid this Guardian.
Okay.
Sorry, Firework is in Skyleft Silent Realm right now.
I see.
So the thing, I guess, obviously you know this, because you figured out the mistake, you kind of benefited a lot because you got to skip a lot of scale locked things, which wasn't a huge amount of time, but like you had claw shots for Cistern and were able to kind of full clear it, whereas Firework had to go do the rupee vanilla because he didn't have claw shots. Like there were ways in which it ended up saving you time, which is just kind of how Rando works out.
Yeah, if I got that scale, if I realized that I missed that scale a lot sooner, then I would have gone for it, and I would have probably immediately cleared Floria and Cistern, just because it's too much check density not to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't believe that it worked out the way it did. I made so many small mistakes due to not being super familiar with this setting in a way, like knowing that you're on a restream. That does affect my nerves a little bit. But I guess it ended up. Oh yeah, no, it's all good. It's just part of the experience. But yeah, it ended up working out really weirdly, and somehow we're here. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how Rando goes sometimes. Like, I don't know what else to say. It's just Rando is gonna Rando, and it did work out pretty well.
It did.
So we're gonna see how Firework. I assume Firework is just got to Desert. I assume we're gonna see him full clear it before he goes into Almeth because he knows there's a Triforce here, and I think he'll be happy when he gets the sword.
Yeah.
There was once Firework got the scale on that Skyview pillar, we were just like oh god, this is slow motion car crash that's about to happen. And the one thing that both of us said is he knows the hint, and the worst case, he's going to get to Gorge and get the dig spot and see. And maybe he will figure that out. And so that was a big help.
Yeah. What we forgot, on the other hand, was Scott was into Baron.
Yeah. And I mean, we knew Thunderhead was, but yeah, we forgot about Gorge. And That ended
What
up
might
being
have been a car crash situation? You just
just if you didn't realize that that you missed the scale.
Oh
That it
yeah.
was like a slow motion car crash where we're like, especially because it did not bottleneck you really. Like we were hoping maybe if it's a bottleneck he's going to realize sooner, and it just was not that. But yeah, I mean, this was definitely one where understanding the hint logic is what saved you. If there had not been a hint, I don't think you ever would have figured it out.
Yeah. Without that Skyview path hint, it would have been definitely a different story.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about that. But yeah, it's crazy that the seed had this sequence of progression that went on for so long before you needed scale.
That is true.
I'm so surprised. It really felt like a very tightly packed bottleneck. That's like, oh, you're gonna get this item, and then you're gonna backtrack here and get this item, and then if I hadn't realized sooner, I would have done basically all of Lanayru.
Yeah.
And it would have gotten really late into the seed before I actually realized.
Yeah, that's what at least I thought would happen.
Ooh, Firework is skipping the Sand Oasis chest that had his sword.
I'm just hoping he gets it before going to LMF.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's because we saw with you, right? Like, you got the bomb bag, and then the bomb bag locked the Skyloft locked the claw shots, and the claw shots locked your Song of the Hero piece, which locked your Amber tablet, and it was like several steps that you were just required to take in a specific order. And then kind of the scale stuff was sitting out there separately.
Yeah.
At first I thought that you wouldn't get too far with the bomb bag, but instead it was a scale that wouldn't have gotten you too far. Because it was only just giving you a beetle and Ballad of the Goddess. An AC.
Yeah. In pretty much any other case where I didn't forget that check, which was probably just due to nerves, I would have finished definitely 10 minutes slower. I think.
It would have been a couple minutes.
Or it would have been at least a couple minutes slower, yeah. I don't actually know by how much, but
yeah, it would have been slower because you would have done Floria, you would have probably full cleared Cistern without claw shots. Would have added time. Right, like you didn't have to Cistern clip for the boss key chest. You didn't have to go do the Bokoblin and go do the Rupee and.
Okay, Fireworks still got a sword on Sand Oasis. Also, another thing, what did you think about the vanilla magma mitts on Platts?
that was strange. I actually I'm so unfamiliar with Boko Base with that item combo. I could have just used Bellows and gone straight to the Bone Bridge area, but I'm just so not used to going into Boko Base with that specific item combo, so I did it a really slow way and lost a lot of time.
I suspect, though, that you and Audrey and Firework all did that, because how often does someone go into Boko Base without a slingshot or a bow?
Yeah, but with Bellows and Mogma mitts, it was very... It's not a common scenario at all. It's one of the rarest this area with this item situations, honestly.
GG's to Audrey with a 2-12-13.
GG's.
Trying to think if I have any other questions for you, Sledge.
Well, What was your first thought when you saw that Feral's Courage had required fire shield earrings?
I think at that point I was multitasking a lot because I was about to approach another hint stone. So I was just like, do not forget that it has required fire shield earrings. And then a few minutes later I was like, wait a second, required fire shield earrings. Interesting. I didn't want to do I didn't want to do the RBM because earrings wouldn't unlock anything for me at that point, and I didn't know what the extra item would be. And I just thought it's probably just worth it to just go and find the harp anyway. I ended up going for that one extra item because I was very much in, or what felt like, bottleneck land at that point, and my locations accessible was in the single digits. So I was just like, well, it's a required item that got headlined, so it could be another required item in the trial, potentially. So just went and did the whole thing.
And Firework just DNF, so I'm going to pull him in for an interview as well. GG Firework.
GG's.
So what did you think about the seed?
It was a good seed. Like, I honestly really enjoyed the seed. It had some interesting tablet placements.
You mean the Amber tablet?
And the Emerald tablet. Emerald tablet was
Emerald tablet was also interesting due to the magma mids on plats.
Yeah. Yeah, overall it was a pretty interesting seed. Can't complain too much. Where's the unhinted Triforce?
Lightning note.
No, the unhinted one is an LMF.
Oh, the
it is an LMF. Alright.
Yeah, sorry.
I was thinking that, but yeah.
Yeah, you kind of missed. So Sledge inadvertently saved a bunch of time by not getting scale until the first time he's in Skyview and having to go back. You, though, doing... We didn't talk about this, but you checked the Florida hint. So you knew... There was some reason that you knew to go do Fair and Trial RBM, which got you a couple things.
I got the song hint for Pharaoh's Courage.
Yeah,
that was early on the seed.
Yeah, so you ended up going to Fair and Trial a little earlier, although the earrings didn't necessarily save a lot of time. But yeah, I mean, it was a very bottleneck. Like, there's a very bottleneck seed where you had to do certain things in very specific steps, and you just didn't have a ton of locations to go to.
Yeah, I was pretty proud of like the decisions I made to do the RBM and to kind of do a little bit more out of logic than I usually do. It was mainly the claw shots I felt like were the thinking factor there. Well, the Patro bombs, 2 claw shots. That was not fun. But yeah. And then Song of the Hero. I really wish I knew. I really wish I had done the the RBW to get into Skyloft Trial. But oh well.
I mean, that hinted it would have been a very interesting decision, to say the least.
One thing I was really happy about was getting the beetle from the Farron trial before going into Skyview, and also getting lucky with getting Goddess Sword in Magma Turf right before the fight.
We saw you popping off.
I was fully prepared to do that fight with Practice Sword, and I was so happy I didn't have to.
Yeah, funnily enough, Sledge did the fight with Practice Sword basically immediately when you both went into the seed.
Oh yeah, I was considering delaying it, but I just thought, well, there's not like a really high amount of checks accessible in the early game, so I guess I'll just. It's one of those things where it's like it's slow, but is it slow enough for you to delay it? It's a weird one. I'm still on the fence about that check if I start in Magma Turf in general.
Yeah, I'm more of the opinion like there's gonna be a bow or a sword somewhere earlier on, hopefully. So yeah. Yeah, overall, not bad. I would have stuck it out, but I just, I want to get some dots on the seeds, so I'm like, yeah, it was good enough practice.
That is completely fair. Yeah.
I don't have any other questions. I don't know if there's anything else you all want to talk about.
I think I'm good.
I think I said everything or asked everything I wanted to.
All right, then we are going to wrap up the stream. GG's to our runners, Sledge and Firework. Thank you to our two wonderful trackers, Featherblade and Vibrant Viola. And thank you, Cube David, for helping me out on commentary. The next Skyward Sword weekly race is next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, so the 26th. If you want to watch it, Season 3 qualifiers are going on now, and the tournament will begin, I believe it is on February 3rd. 2nd or 3rd is the first date officially. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good rest of your Saturday. We are going to go right over to ZSR where they're doing a Majora's Mask any percent race. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.